Hello everyone, this is our 2011 Ford Mustang GT Premium with 34,382 miles. This blue is absolutely gorgeous. The amount of metallic flake in it, the contrast, so much personality just for the color blue. Hopefully the video showcases that well, because honestly this car is really, really nice. Looks really good. Does have some aftermarket parts as well. A Tricky Performance E85 tune, BBK throttle body, K&N intake, LU47 injectors, BBK long tube headers, catless mid pipes, Roush axle back, all installed and included. The front end looks pretty good. Does have a few rock chips just on the brim of the hood here. Not anything super serious, just what you would expect for general wear and tear over 11 years. Really nothing extremely noteworthy, just a light peppering of rock chips on the brim of the hood there. For the front bumper, it's in really good shape. There are a few tiny, super tiny rock chips, but again, none of them are noteworthy. I'd be surprised if you're able to point any of them out. Overall, the hood and the front end look really good. Very clean car, looks great. Front driver's side fender looks really nice. I do apologize if you see some dust. There is construction nearby, and the wind blowing kind of doesn't really help that. I wipe it off as best I can, but I cannot make the cars completely dust free, so please show me some grace there. Front driver's side wheel looks really nice. Brembo brakes. Front, or I guess just driver's side mirror looks great, no issues. Driver's side door, really small blemish there, I believe. Yep, super tiny scratch there, but otherwise no blemishes. Driver's side rear quarter panel looks really nice. It does have one small chip there, not super noticeable. Rear driver's side wheel, again, excellent condition, looks really nice. Moving around to the back, here you can see the Roush axle back stamped on the exhaust tips. Dual polished exhaust tips look really nice. Smoked third brake light with the letters Coyote exposed, or the word, I guess, Coyote exposed. The back end looks great. I'm not seeing any scratches, scuffs, blemishes, or anything. Back end is really clean. Looks to be very well kept. Looking at the passenger side rear quarter panel, we've got a really tiny mark right there on the body line. Overall looks great. Rear passenger wheel, we've got a little bit of scuffing, some marks there around the very outer lip, but nothing serious. Overall the wheel looks good. Passenger door, excellent shape. Passenger mirror, we've got a tiny little bit of defect there just on the outer edge. Nothing serious, very minor. Make sure that's a scratch and not a web. So there's a really light scratch just there. Really difficult to see. Another one that runs along here. Very, very small. You have to be really close and in just the right light to be able to see it. So I wouldn't say it's really a huge deal. Really small scratch there, and then the rock chips kind of just fade in right around that area. Again, just not a ton, just really light peppering of them. Overall, the fender I think looks really good. The defects are not noticeable. Front driver's side wheel, tiny bit of rash over here, nothing serious, pretty minor, and a little bit of discoloration in the wheels, maybe from older brake dust or something like that. So I will go ahead and walk around the vehicle from a 1 foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we like to do these comprehensive walk around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1 foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis. if you were to own the vehicle yourself, and helps to separate the larger, more obvious flaws from the smaller, less significant ones, giving you a more accurate representation of the overall condition of the vehicle. This is a super clean 5.0, very well kept. You could tell even just by the mileage that this car has definitely been taken care of. Typically cars of this year have a lot more than 30 some odd thousand miles. So you could definitely tell this has been somebody's weekend toy, garage kept. It's been important to them. And I think you'll see that also once we get into the engine bay as well. Black leather interior, really nice perforated kind of striped leather inserts there in the door panel. The rest is kind of this ABS plastic, something a little bit harder. One-touch windows. It does have DD audio speakers, power locks, power mirrors, twilight sensing headlights, power adjustable seats. Go ahead and take a look in the back here before I hop in. Back seats look fantastic. They're in excellent condition. Probably a good chance they haven't really been sat in either. It's a lot of these coupes, these two-door cars, the back seats don't really serve a whole lot of purpose. This car is turnkey, 6-speed manual, clutch in, fires right up, and immediately that exhaust comes to life. Sounds really nice. One-touch windows. All those fun pops and burbles, pretty loud. It sounds really good, and to me that just enhances the driving experience. The car is catless, does have an E85 tune, so for those of you who may not have E85 available, you might have to get that revised. If you're in an emissions state, the car will require some modification to pass emissions. Just full disclosure. CD player and auxiliary port here. Got traction control, hazards, remote trunk open. As I mentioned, 6-speed manual. The shift boot looks great. The surface of the shifter is in really good shape. Passenger seat looks super clean. I'll go over the driver's seat when I hop out. Passenger door panel looks awesome. Sorry for the flaring. Sun is in a weird spot right now. Dash looks great. No flaws there. Vast majority of the buttons look good. Volume up button, or I'm sorry, next track button, just under the volume button. A little finishes a little bit chipped there, but I think every other button on the interior should be in good shape. I don't believe there's any other wear in the interior at all other than that one mark. Steering wheel looks flawless. Window switches look great. Headlight switches great. Signal and wiper looks good. No lights on the gauge cluster or anything like that. Everything looks happy. And taking a look at the driver's seat here, that's in great shape. No bolster wear, nothing like that. Everything looks really nice. And here under the hood, we do have hood struts, which is definitely very nice. It does have a different intake manifold, and as you can see, there's been a significant amount of custom hydro dipping work. So all of this, with like these blue kind of ghost flames on it, has all been custom hydro dipped. The intake piping, the air box, not exactly the spark plug or the valve covers, but spark plug covers maybe. And there's also a strut tower brace, a different intake manifold in the trunk that come with it. The strut tower brace has been hydro dipped to match this stuff as well. Idle's really smooth. It sounds really healthy. It runs and drives awesome. It's really, really fun to drive. It sounds fantastic. Something about rolling the gears in a loud V8 just is so enjoyable. It really doesn't matter what kind of power the car makes. Especially this one, just the aesthetic of it, the classic American aesthetic of the Mustang, the way it sounds, the way it feels to go through the gears. It's just so much fun. It really makes your commute a lot more enjoyable. So that is our 2011 Ford Mustang GT. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this car on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.